cash in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for a doubt. She don't give a she was in her bag. Fendi and some lame hags for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. What we gon' that? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, my. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed and the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Mahomes to throw on second down. It's complete to Chris Conley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Mahomes, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Darren Lee there to get him down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll...
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. A toss play to Hunt. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they didn't come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. No, check, Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Hut.
On first down, it's Darnold. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch it now, Barney. Gun. Over. Hut.
On 2nd down, Darnold escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. And we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jordan Jenkins in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
So. Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. So.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They begin with a run by Crowell. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From his end zone, 3rd and long for Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. This is Hunt. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Well, they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Green 90. Green 90.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And way up past down. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
A 1st down carry now for Crowell. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Enunwa's got it, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Here's a give to Crowell. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Enunwa. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
No. Check. Patriot.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Houston able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff to Crowell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Darnold. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jermaine Kearse, 26 yards. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Now, what do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. The handoff running left, Corral. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out now come the Jets. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On the run, it's Crowell. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Throwing right, and that's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Play action. It's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Reggie Ragland coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. D. Ford in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Mahomes going to throw. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all. Way down to the 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90. Ace, ace.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now they'll run it on the toss. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Mahomes takes it himself. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Just run, fella, just run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Well, this drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Green, 39. Green, 39. Left, 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 left.
backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. D. Ford able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Here's Darnold. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Crowell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the 2nd half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Darnold from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Again, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for a Nunwa there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now Darnold. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. A first down throw. Darnold looking for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Darnold now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Left, 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 left.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They run again with Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Taken in at the 22. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Darnold. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.